of course, they're still staying in school. And all this really is based on the fact that it all depends upon whether or not my grandmother is able and mentally sound and wants to stay in her house, or is able to stay in her house without 24-hour care. So if I'm come a year from now, when I'm hoping to graduate, if she still is able to live here without round-the-clock care, then I'll pretty much feel obligated, since I'm leaving here to take care of her. That's really the reason why I'm here, to stay. And that would mean that I would probably continue my schooling, my education, jump into a master's program. So a lot of that depends on where my life is within the next year. And judging based upon my grandma's current level of mental capacity, she might be pretty. I don't want to say sane. That sounds so bad. She might be mentally sound for a while. So those are some of the things I've been looking at. Another thing that it really has been on my mind is graduating within the next 2 semesters, because there's this thing at school. We have this school called the Degree Progress Report, DPR. And I just hit a jack. Oh, tell me I just hit a jack. I'm a stud, baby, yeah! Fuck you, Dodgers. Anyways, we have this degree Progress Report, and basically it lists out all the classes that you've taken, and it lists out not the classes that you need to graduate, but it just lists out, it lists out the requirements. And so basically, they had all these lower division classes that I still needed to take, which was really disheartening, because I thought I had done that at the community college. That was the whole point of going to community college. But I don't know. Well, I'm still need to square it away because of the fact that I've got this meeting about my degree progress report next week sometime, or the following week. And we're going to be able to hammer out any sort of problems or any sort of questions that I have on whether or not I've got these certain requirements taken care of. Because there are certain requirements that I think that I've already got knocked out. If I don't have to take them, then damn it, I'm not going to take them, because they're already taken care of. But anyways, what I want to do is I would ideally love to graduate in the next year, this time next year. It's not that I love school. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love school. Oh, shit. I love school, and I want to make sure that I get done with school before I start on anything else. But the thing is it's just here. I'm 28 now. I'll be 29 by the time I graduate, either this time next year, or December of 2012. I just want to get started on a career. I've been that guy who has been off and on, with school since high school. It wasn't until I was oh man, this guy's just nice plays all over the place. What was I, 24 when I got serious with school again? So from 18 to 24, I was kind of in and out of school. I guess 21, I kind of got serious in school. That's when I went up to Berks to Santa Barbara, and I spent 3 years at a photography college. But that just didn't really pan out. Anyways, so yeah, 24. Or 23, yeah, 23, 24. Anyway, so I guess 23 was I was 23 during the fall of 07. And it's just one of those things that, you mess around so much, you don't realize that when you're young, you think you've got all the time in the world. But in reality, the clock's ticking. There's certain expectations that we have in this country about getting, graduating on time, getting your life started at a certain time. Because I honestly, the way I was raised, my dad was 25 when he had me, and he'd already had one other son. So at 25, I was looking at my life. I'm like, wow, I'm at a community college. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I've got a go nowhere job. I began to feel like a failure. And as compared to what my dad was doing, working. He was a Marine, and he had kids and a wife and a house, and you just seemed to have those things that I thought you need to have at a certain age. And so here I am, going on 20. I'm 28 now, and I don't have any of that. Albeit times are different, but it's just sort of like that failure to launch sort of syndrome. I think that my generation has. They want all the fun stuff without all the hard work, and so. I'm realizing now that I'm putting in all that hard work, but it's like a little too late sort of mentality or situation. But yeah, sort of all those. This is all the things that have been on my mind. It's a lot of things that have been preoccupying my time. You know, I noticed it's been a couple days since I posted the last video, and yeah, it's just sort of one of those things. But oh man, I had something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, what I want to do is actually would love to get back into doing those history lessons for the Black Ops stuff. Oh my gosh, you Dodgers. I just haven't. School just gets in the way of all the fun things I want to do, you know, because it's time consuming, to be honest. Some people think that doing a commentary is, well, I mean, for the most part, like I'm doing right now, it's really just sitting in front of a microphone or playing a video game and just yapping. But the stuff that I like to do, like the history lesson stuff, requires more than just that. It requires that I research, go through my notes, make sure that I'm not utterly bullshitting you guys, because, you know, I really have a passion for history, and I want to make sure that if I'm going to be presenting something as historical fact, that I better damn well know that what I'm talking about. And so it's a little bit more time consuming than just your average commentary, and I think these are sort of, for me, these are exercises in impromptu sort of speaking. Normally I prepare my commentary, so I'll write down a list of things, topics, you know, that I want to talk about, and from there I'll just sort of freeball it. But this is actually a little bit harder since I'm sort of freeballing the whole way. I mean, I had an idea of the things I wanted to talk about, but yeah. Anyways, so there's several things that I want to get on. I have this idea. Oh yeah, I have this idea for a show. I want to say Machinima Sports, but they obviously didn't like what I had to say for my first commentary since they never posted it. And damn, this guy is just eating me up. I don't want to divulge too much information, but it would be baseball related, and it'll be real life baseball related as well. You know, maybe some like baseball news and some gameplay and some real life tips and stuff. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one up for this channel, for my channel, and we'll see where it goes from there. If it gets rave reviews from you guys and you like it, then maybe I'll get ballsy and you know, I'll make a specific, not a specific episode for Machinima. I'll just make an episode and throw the Machinima shit in front of it and behind it and submit it to them. If they like it, then they like it. If not, oh man, that was a really bad swing. If not, then whatever. No big deal. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. But I think what happened, I was watching this video. Some guy, one of the Machinima Sports guys, he was going over the requirements to get posted on Machinima Sports, and they were like, oh yeah, well, we're not looking for people who are first-person shooter players who play sports games who want to get into Machinima Respawn. You know, it's like, this is, oh yeah, hang me, bang me, I say. He's like, this is Machinima Sports, and so this is not a gateway to Machinima Respawn. And if they looked at my channel, they would have seen that I have a handful of baseball videos, a shitload of Black Ops, first-person shooters, and if they went a little further, they'd realize that I have just as much Gran Turismo 5 videos as I do Black Ops or any other first-person shooters. And so I'm not sure if they denied me for that. Maybe they watched a couple of my videos where I yammered on about how I'm not much of a fan of the Machinima Sports directors that they post, because some of them are, you know, like, if you watch, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I shouldn't be hammering on my potential peers. Is probably a good way to not get picked up by an organization like Machinima Sports, you know. But yeah, so I got this idea. I don't know. I'd like to really incorporate more like real life stuff. Not necessarily get away from the gameplay, but add to it. You know, there's aspects, and this is like with my vlog channel. There's aspects of my life that I think are, I don't want to say important. I think they're important that people watch that. No, that's not what I mean by that. But I think it's important to show there are other things to do besides just playing video games. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this one commentator, this guy Veggie, he's a MMA fighter. And that's one of the things he was expressing in a few commentaries that he did a few commentaries back, or months ago, or maybe about a month ago. I don't know. It's been a while. I have to go look. Anyways, Veggie was saying that he's gonna do like a vlog of his kind of road to getting back into fighting MMA style. You know, he's like going to the gym, working out, and running and stuff. And he's also diabetic, so he's got this other like obstacle that he needs to overcome. And while I don't have any sort of health related obstacles, I mean I had childhood asthma, but that's not really that big of an obstacle compared to diabetes. Oh shit, that's a triple. Anyways, get that ball in. Okay, cool. Got E to double. But anyways, just getting out and just showing, hey, look, there's a world out there besides video games. If you love playing baseball games, maybe get out there and go to the batting cages. Or if you're not good at baseball and you've always wanted some tips and stuff or coaching, I can do that. I've been meaning to get to this place also called K1 Speed here in San Diego and do some racing, like real life racing videos, a la like FPS Russia style or something. Well, except for not blowing shit up. But there's a lot of things I'd like to do. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to do it. If this was my full-time job, then you bet your ass I would be doing that stuff. But great. It's 4-3 now. They are making this game interesting, and I'm running out of time because I know I can only post about 25 minutes to maybe 30 minutes before it reaches a 2 gig limit. So let's finish up this inning. But anyways, yeah, that's the things that I want to do. I kind of lost track of where the hell I was. That home run sort of rattled me personally. Oh my gosh. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Well, I don't know what you guys' weather is like out there in the world, but at least in California, it's been okay. Besides the rain that we had on Friday, but it's been okay. It was sunny today. It was in the 60s, so it was just a narrow. When I was watching the Padre game today, what the guys, the commentators were saying, like, another horrible day in San Diego, or another terrible day in San Diego is the way they put it, and it's just like, oh man, oh crap, yeah, I just dropped the controller. Oh come on, let's get out of this inning. Oh, Blake Toasty just horrible with that curveball today. Yeah, this game sometimes it'll really. Oh no, shit. Damn, these Dodgers, they just do not want to go away. I've got no confidence in any of my pitches right now. It's not good. Ooh, come on. Where's that call? Alright. Ooh, that was danger right there. Sometimes when I get a little frustrated, I go right just to the fastball. Here it is, See if you can hit it. Oh, I should have gone the short way. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to have to leave you in the, looks like it's the top of 5. And I'll talk to you in the next commentary, alright? Later.